But that's not me. Yes, it is. I can't lie to you. You should have seen me about an hour ago. I had a full beard. My hair was a fucking state. And to be honest, I am probably at the lowest I've been in a long time. And I have no qualms in saying that. I've been on a 5-week holiday. It's been great. I'm completely out of my routine. I've got stress up to my eyeballs from personal shit and my living situation in terms of what country I want to be in. So yeah, it's really stressful. A lot of change is happening soon. But the reality is I'm not really doing any of the habits that I know that make me happy. So people do fucking mini-series all the time of, look how much body fat I can cut in the next fucking 4 weeks. But I wanted to do a bit of both, to be honest, right? I want to show you how little or how much exercise you need to do to make radical changes to your body, but also what habits you can implement to really transform your mind. Now, I don't know how I'm going to do this mini-series. It is literally not an idea that I've just had, but I think people are so quick to rush to physical transformations, but not mental transformations. I am telling you right now, I'm a fucking agitated little sod. I am, as I say, stressed up to my eyeballs. I'm not really dealing with a lot of situations in the way that I would like to or usually would. And that is probably because I'm not implementing the habits that I need to implement. So, as I say, mini-series. It's not all about the body transformation, but look at the state of that right now, eh? So, yeah, many people say you're still in decent nick. And to be honest, to your average Joe, yeah, I'd probably agree. Let's have a little back shot there. Bosh. That's all well and good. But for me personally, this is a sight for sore eyes, to be honest. And that is not fat shaming anyone, it's just where I feel comfortable in my own body. What I'm going to be doing is implementing really fucking simple habits that are going to make the world of difference to my mental health. Not that I'm struggling with my mental health, but I want to make it clear that when you have the tools in your toolbox to uncover or take yourself from a place where you are feeling incredibly stressed to a place where you feel on top of the world. That's what I really want to document, to show you how easy it is. The habits that I'll be implementing are, first of all, waking up, cold shower. You won't get to see that one. Then I will be training on 4 days a week. That'll be a weight session. Then I'll be going for a walk to get most of my 10,000 steps in. On the walk, a habit stack, because why waste time listening to music when you can educate yourself? So there'll be a podcast or Audible in then. My diet will clean up. I won't be counting calories. It's just things that I enjoy eating and know are going to be good for not only my physical health but my mental health as well. So loads of veggies, loads of protein for the muscles, things like that. What other habits will I be implementing? I'll be stretching every single day. I don't know how often I'm going to document this change. Maybe I'll do a weekly series. So this can be episode 1. Maybe if when I post this, then I'll have to do an episode 2. So this can be a little intro into why I'm doing it. So episode 1, bosh. We're telling you what we're doing. Episode 2, you're going to see the changes after a week. Episode 3, again, another week of change, and we'll see where we are. We'll see how consistent Nathan Joseph PT can be. But going back to the habits, there'll be meditation in there, there'll be stretching in there. I will be journaling of an evening. I will be listening to affirmations of an evening. I'll be writing in a daily planner. And I will try and capture as much of these basic habits that make me feel fucking amazing for you. And it's not because I'm like, oh, this is going to be like an episode of EastEnders. I don't know why I've got a paper clip in my hand. It's not going to be like, oh yeah, this is like an episode of EastEnders. But it's there to show you how simple it can be to change your mental and physical health by just implementing simple basic habits repeatedly, or consistently I should say. That is the key word. Boom. So I'm going to do a full body stretch. I do this every single day. I cannot tell you the difference it's made in my body and how it feels from when I started, which was the start of COVID. So every hold on each exercise is about 20 seconds. And honestly, this for my hips is sensational. I have tight hips and it just makes me feel fucking amazing. So it is something that maybe overlook, but definitely get that into your daily routine because, yeah, it makes me feel peng. Then I move into a 5-minute meditation. I'm listening to a money meditation off of YouTube, which I've been doing for, I'd say, maybe 6 months to a year now. Just coming from that stretch, obviously it's meant to do it outside, and I've done a meditation as well. Usually I will do my meditation, I like to meditate just before I go to bed, purely because I read that when you're coming out of sleep and when you're going into sleep, that's when you retain information. Plus also, if I am angry or stressed or upset or anxious, when I meditate before I sleep, it calms me right down, so I'm not thinking about all those problems that are going on in my head, and it allows me to go to sleep a lot easier. Because I remember back in the day, or sometimes when I am stressed, angry or whatever, I do really struggle to sleep because those things are just going round in my head. So usually I will meditate, and I'll meditate again today just before I go to bed. But today it was nice to just get out there. I felt really stressed this morning, and just in my own thoughts, and I needed to release that. So yeah, just having 5 minutes there, an impromptu meditation, I literally feel so much better. I think that sometimes when you meditate, the only thing I can compare it to is smoking a fat J. And if I'm honest, it's something that I laughed at when I was younger. I was like, this is stupid. Like, how is breathing or whatever gonna really help where my head's at? But that's exactly the same with the stretching as well. Like, throughout those stretches, I do 20-second holds on most of the stretches, and through that whole time, all I'm doing is focusing on my breathing, because I just find that it really relaxes me and puts me in a state of tranquility, is the word I'm going to use. So, like, my mood now compared to, I went for breakfast this morning, it was unreal. Upminster Roots, if you know them, get in there, because they're fucking the best place to go for breakfast in the UK, I don't care. Went there for breakfast, unreal, and then on my walk back I was just getting worked up again. So I thought, when I get in, I'm just going to have a stretch and a meditation, see how I feel. Now I feel sweet. So yeah, I can't recommend that enough. But that's day one basically boxed off of just getting myself back to a place where I am ticking basic habits off that are going to make me feel great. I'm going to do a little bit of journaling now, which it's more of a gratitude list that I do, because I forgot to do it last night. So I'll write in my gratitude list now, and that can be anything from the fact that it's decent weather outside all the way to huge things that happen in my life. And this is like yesterday I paid out a lot of money for something, over £1,000, and that will go in my gratitude list. I'm happy that I paid that money, because I think it comes from two aspects. One, I'm happy that I've got that money to pay out, and two, what that money can potentially bring me back. So that will go in the gratitude list. But yeah, I'll write some things in there now, and I think that's going to be pretty much us boxed off for the first vlog. I think personally, like, the chat and conversation that I've just had over breakfast was all about understanding your mind and implementing things that you learn about yourself. And I think that when you are invested in improving not only your physical health but your mental health, you learn so much about yourself, and this transformation hopefully is going to be fucking mega. But I do want to establish again, like, I'm not in a depressed place or an anxious place. I feel like I'm not my usual self, which I know these tools that I've implemented, that I've stated on here, I know if I implement them for long enough, then you're going to see an upturn in the happiness, the energy, who I be. So yeah, let's get some journaling done, and then we will catch you next week.